I know the stories from having heard this weekend of some of you who lived outside. Can't even look at you straight. Look straight. I know the stories of you who lived outside your context, right? It's way different. I know. I've done it for a long time now, a really long time. And I lived in the Peruvian Amazon. It was not at all my culture. I grew to love it, however. And it was strange. I can remember my very first night in the village. And they would tell stories around the campfire. And they take out something like this. And they dip it in a big pot of masato. And they each give testimonies. And I thought, this is testimony time. Okay. And the first person had the masato, and some of it would be dripping down the sides. Now let me tell you what masato is. It's yucca that has been cooked way down. Now if you cook yucca long enough, you get glue. Seriously, that's how we got glue for the local school. That's how, but you cook it down, you chew it up first, you spit it into the pot, and you let it ferment.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Who's signing up for the Amazon?
Spin swapping, I'm out.
So it's fermented in the original kind of way, and then you serve it hot, and you pass it around. So each person takes a sip and tells their testimony. You talk about praying without ceasing. I knew what that verse meant. I was like, oh dear God, please let it be gone before it gets to me. Just, oh dear God, please, I'm not ready. Please, don't make me have to do this. Oh, no. Next thing I knew, it was my turn. And I looked at it, and I have this texture thing. I don't know if anybody else is with me on there. In fact, I used to call it the big O because it's oatmeal. And I can't even begin to tell you, I can't even be in the room if you're eating oatmeal. Forget about eating it myself. I can't take it if the pot is on the stove cooking the oatmeal. I can't take it if the pot that was used to cook the oatmeal is in the sink in the kitchen. I can't take any part of it. So I called it the big O until my husband said, shh. Among college students, that means orgasm. I'm sharing this, and I said, oh, excuse me. Anyway, I'm sitting around the fire.
I would do that, the big O.
The masato was in my hand, and I'm just thinking, oh, I don't know if I can. Next thing I knew, I took a little bit, and I shared something, and somehow I was fine. But you get my point. It was a different culture. I grew to love. I mean, you grow to love even its differences, right? Then, again, after having prepared for this urban and inner city ministry, after Peru, the Lord leads me here to my husband. I live in Clark Summit. I'm in urban and inner city ministry, and there's like 7 people in Clark Summit, 7 people of color in Clark Summit, right? 3 in my house, right? It's been interesting. Honestly, when I first arrived here, and everybody was so sweet. I'll tell you the truth. When I first got here, I went to our first service at Summit. I walked in. It was so quiet. It was silent to me. I thought, well, these people aren't saved. Shame on me. Because you know what the Lord allowed? He allowed me to get, as I told you in the first night, so sick. So sick in very few months after our marriage. So sick that it would be these people who surely aren't saved that we would have to depend on for literally everything. And trust me when I say it's a whole other retreat. When I say everything, I mean everything. At different times, I told you, I lost my eyesight, lost my ability to speak, couldn't walk. It was absolutely outrageous. And I thought, wow. And I saw God's people come to the rescue. you know, and I had to say, Lord, forgive me. I'm basing it on my own culture. You know, I walked in, I'm like, everybody's quiet. You hear the word of God split. You hear the word of God presented, and not a single amen. I'm like, amen. Amen. You know, if I said it, oh, everybody's looking at me like, is she trying to be upfront or what? I'm so sorry. I mean, it became a difficult thing, and I just thought, you know, nobody spontaneously breaks into song, you know, in the middle of the sermon, you know.
It's a cultural thing, ladies. I'm sorry.
You don't?
No,
I didn't hear any of that. And I just
Churches are all
thought,
dead.
oh, I want to hear somebody break into something, you know? Sing. Sing to your Savior. That wasn't happening. But you know, as I saw God's people come to action, the first time they heard something was wrong with Sherry Boykin, there I was under the, you know, perpetually sick and shut in list. You know what I mean? Along with the 80-year-old and this one young girl with a brain tumor and me. Those were the three sections of people who were always on that list. The moment they heard that, people were at our door. One casserole after another. It was awesome. I just thought, wow, people have come alive. And then there was this one strange thing. People would show up at the door, and I honestly did not know what they show up at the door with these cups of already fermented batter mixes. And they were like, and then with the sheet of paper talking about friendship bread. And I was like, and see, this is 2000, right? Apparently, 2001, pardon me. Apparently, you know, that was like the thing in 2001 was friendship bread. And so, but I didn't know what they are. I didn't want to seem stupid. And I just thought, there's all these people showing up with these cups, and you have to keep them straight because on day one, you stir, but don't do anything else. And day two, you like move it to someplace else, but you don't stir. And on day number 3, and then eventually you get bread, right? Well, we have all these cups all over, and my husband said, honey, what are you doing? I was like, baby, I am making friends. I just I'm not getting this right because I have a lot more. And eventually I had to start giving this. I was like, I have all this stuff. It's just us two. And so, but I laughed because see, that was your culture playing to me and playing to Christ. You see what I mean? Ministering to us when we could not do. And my husband, trust me, could not keep up with the severe needs. There was too much. He was already coming home and having to read every piece of paper mail that arrived, every email that arrived, cook dinner, clean. I mean, so you know, boys in the dorm, girls from other dorms, people from church, kids would draw me pictures to put up on the refrigerator. God's people came to me. I understood what it was to be loved on.